I think the conclusion from the panel was that there's going to be a lot of heterogeneity in the effect of inflation we're going to see on the economy. Although the economy is not going to be doing very well overall, there are going to be winners and losers. There are going to be people and firms and institutions that are going to be affected very badly. There are going to be people, firms and institutions that are going to be benefiting from the uncertainty that we are facing. So I think the conclusion from the session was that asset managers and operating an asset can add a lot of value and can make all the difference in the world between making real estate a good hedge against inflation or making real estate lose value during a high inflation period.
Mm-hmm. Do you think, though, that part of the reason why we're looking at multiple asset classes increasingly is to avoid the volatility that has such an impact on the hospitality sector, having come through COVID lockdowns?
The benefit of looking at different sectors and different types of assets is you get diversification, which has always been something investors really want in their portfolios. One of the key roles of a diversified portfolio is to protect you from excessive risk, but also to make sure that your returns are optimized when it comes to the risk you're taking. So diversifying your portfolio has always been a very good idea. At the moment, there are going to be sectors that are very heavily affected. There are going to be sectors that are less affected or benefiting from the situation. Mm-hmm. If you're holding both in your portfolio, chances are that your portfolio is not going to be affected that badly by the current situation. So the idea is that if you can diversify again and hedge against risks, you will be able to have superior risk-adjusted returns.
So you think really this has highlighted the importance of portfolio management, to avoid volatility, to ensure that there is sort of integrity in the asset mix. It has suddenly become de rigueur and flavor of the month. Operational real estate is where it's at.
Portfolio management and asset management used to be something that you would outsource, used to be something that you wouldn't pay much attention to. And now I think people are starting to realize that there is real value that you can create from managing your assets effectively, from managing your portfolio effectively, and also from linking the way you manage your portfolio to the way you manage your assets. And increasingly, this is where value in real estate is going to be generated from. There are exciting things that I'm looking forward to on the financing side, but the vast majority of innovation, the vast majority of value creation, I think, in the future is going to come from asset management, from operating real assets the right way, and from making sure that your portfolio is taking on the risks that you want and avoiding the risks that you don't want.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be, given some of the issues related to the macroeconomic issues such as inflation and so on, which you touched on, but also realistically, we are potentially going to go into fairly severe recessions, particularly in the developed West. Do you think that is going to have a knock-on effect in terms of sort of systemic risk that's inherent in the marketplace that the industry can really do nothing about?
There is a level of risk that we cannot diversify away. There is a level of risk that is systemic and inherent to the market, and there's nothing we're going to be able to do about this. Most investors take a lot more risk than they need to, and only diversification can help them reduce the level of risk to the minimum they need to bear in order to get the returns that they want.